Hello everyone, this is Rye from round 359 on Final Fantasy: A New Empire. I am coming today to inform you on how to make an alternate account as a farm. We're going to cover all the basics to every detail possible. We're going to open the app now. As we do, I'm going to explain that to get on the actual realm that your original account is on, you have to make sure and use the device that you made the original account on to begin with. That is the only way currently in Final Fantasy to get on the same realm without spending $100. And it's a guarantee that every time, as long as it's the same one that you made your original account on, you will get on that account. If you're saying like a married couple or something you want to make, or you want to make your best friend, it's easiest for them just to make an account. I'm going to show you how to link it. It doesn't take but a minute or two. You can log out at that point. They can log in on theirs and go right in and do what they need to do and log into the app and be able to play. You go to more, an account, and this is how you create an account. You put in the email that you want to use. As you do that, you put in your password and you will click submit down here, and it'll go through and you will get an email. You'll go out to your email, and in your email you will get a mail from them. Once you click that email and it loads, you'll have a verify. You'll wait for confirmation. And once we have the confirmation, we will go back in the game. And once we do, you will see that the game has recognized that you clicked OK on the email. And if you go to the More tab, you can see that that email is now linked to the account. And you also have a logout option. So every account has its own individual email and a password. You will be able to log in and out of each account easily from any mobile device, be it Apple, be it a laptop, through an emulator, tablet, cell phone, Android, doesn't matter. One of the first things that I like to cover is the outside. You need to always make sure to put one of each of the ones that you're not making. So this is going to be an energy farm. So then we need one mine, one food farm, one quarry, and then you will fill up every last space that you have available with whatever you're going to put in here as your main resource. I suggest that each farm be, as I said, one type, because I really feel to get the max amount that you need, because I'm going to show you some ways to up your production. On a farm, you want to minimize spending, of course, so you definitely want to make sure you spend the time doing the minimal amount of things you need to do to make it what it needs to be. And I want to point out here, when you first start, the gold pack will be 400 gold and 200 bonus gold. As you level, you always want to wait, because as you add and level this a couple of levels, you will see that it is best that you wait on that pack. There is a current pack, and I'm about to go out and show you a screenshot of that current pack. I have a screenshot of the $20, but there is a $5 pack that has this in it with a little less RSS and such. But it is a very helpful pack to have. I thought I took a screenshot of it. Let's see. It's called the Triple 3 Doublers. The triple play. It comes with a resource production doubler. It comes with a capacity doubler. And it comes with a gathering speed doubler. It'll come up as the $5.99 pack. And it has a lot of RSS and speeds and all that in it. So once you see that pop up, that is definitely the pack you want to get in a farm, and you want to wait, because the gold amount, and I'll show you the gold amount you get offered as you add the first few levels, like say go to like level 6 or 7, because most of the time you can make guild, or you can make level 6 or 7 very easy on a farm. Because you can upgrade buildings free, as I'm about to show you. You can upgrade the levels free, as you see when you click and it says free, up to 5 or 6. So what I do is I usually, by the time I've maxed those out, you've played for a little bit, the game will start recognize that you're playing and start offering you deals with more money. More gold for your money, I mean. And better packs. And it wants me to join a guild. So I'll go ahead and go out here and port this where it needs to go. A farm account always gets one port. So make sure you know where you're going before you make the farm. And use that first one and only free teleport wisely, because a port is a lot of loyalty. We have a farm account here, guild, so I'm going to go ahead and apply to that. And go ahead and show you how to change the name. There. Let myself in the guild. Okay, you go here to your items, my items and special, and you'll click name change, and you will make a individual name for your farm. I suggest not making a name that says what it actually has inside, unless you want to have to defend your farms. Let's discuss the inside. The inside wall, you again have to do one of each, and because if you want to level, you have to have one of each building, of course, if you want to level it. And you know, 14 is a good place for a farm to produce quite a bit. It's a couple of million if you play it right and you set it up good. It's a couple of million for that level. I'm trying to get it to where I can go ahead and build a barrack here. That level 14 will have you at level 6 in this research here. One of the important things is to definitely start out is to get the quick construction research going there. And we gotta build the training grounds and this up to level 3 first. Okay. You will see that you level very quickly especially since you've already made a main and you kind of know what you're doing and where you're going with it. Now we can build a barrack in that spot. And we will fill up the rest with banks, because obviously banks are very important for the gill that they produce. And inevitably they help the farms with a little bit of defense if you happen to, for kill events, if you happen to just throw some random traps or troops in there just to get kills for a guild or event, so that you get some speeds and stuff for your farm. But as I said, I know a lot of people get in there and they're you know, you're making a farm and you know you're going to buy this pack and you're going to buy the $20 pack, and you definitely want to wait. It's really important, I think, to wait. Give it a little time, because on this game, the packs actually do get better as you power up a little. As you get things set the way you want to and start building up the citadel. And we've almost got this field here. 2 more to go. And as you finish that up, and you've got the research done, I want to talk a little bit about that. So we went into the energy tree. That's what this farm is. And we need energy. You want to conserve as much RSS as possible. So the energy is something that you will need to focus on in an energy farm, or food in a food farm, or have whatever you want to do as far as RSS. You've got the food production. I do believe you have to level it before you can level the energy, which doesn't hurt. You know, we always need food, so that's a good thing. And then you want to always keep these banks maxed at the highest level possible, so that you can get as much out of it for the gills, because we all need tons of gill all the time. One of the other things is that silly tutorial. Well, that's good. I wanted to discuss gear anyways. It's starting me out here with the green ring, which, as you can see, has 50% production. You can also go and make another one of those once you hit level 10. This building back here, once you're able to build this at level 10, you will be able to build armor. And I suggest that you build both rings, even if it's a different top farm. And there is a sword that, if you're making a stone farm, it'll be good to get your hero up to 20, so that you can build that sword that helps stone production. But even, like I said, on a thing like a farm that's not, you still have one, so anything is helpful. So if you can build the sword, but you can't build anything else, go ahead and build the sword, because any extra RSS is going to help you in the end. Hero skills are here, and one of the important things is going to be spending your points wisely. If you like energy, you have to go halfway down it. Use the minimal amount of points to get to what you're doing on the farm. It is very important that you maximize the points under the one you need the most of, which obviously on this one would have been energy. Trade research is another one, plus the research, keeping the trade building updated. I want to touch on that a little bit. You do have trade research, and it will open up with the few things it asks to have done. It does cut back quite a bit on taxes, but the best way honestly is to burn your farms. And as you can see, Jennifer is burning because Sky there, she burned for the stone that she has in Jennifer. Burning only cost it's like a tax that the game takes away. It's 28%. But as you start out, taxes in the game are quite high. They're like 32 is with a reduced on the research, but you start out in like 42 to 48% on taxes. So burning, and it's really easy just to have, I mean, you could go join just some random guild that's out there, or most guilds have farm guilds or will allow your farm in the guild, but you can't burn it if it's in the guild. So, either leave. It's just cheaper that way. It does take a little effort and a little time, but it does save quite a bit doing it that way. Boost. When you get that boost from buying that pack, you'll go to this button over on the right, and that doubler will be under these permanent boost. Focusing your loyalty on buying that you earn, these boosts are very important. And you have 2 top boosts that can run all the time. The 7-day energy boost and the 7-day extractor boost. One does the production and one does the total amount that, as you can see, it increases the production of your actual building. And, well, they both pretty much do the same. They increase, it just increases a different number under your stats, which you can see when you go to the Citadel, how much you make, what your stats are. VIP will also help in that, but currently in the game with loyalty and everything, it's a little hard to keep that going, especially on a farm account that you're not going to play very often. I'm going to touch on one last thing. In the combat tree, you have the availability to research scouting. It just takes a few minutes. I suggest you doing the first couple of levels. It doesn't cost a lot of resources. I also suggest on a farm account, because of the monster events that you can get stuff off of, like speeds and stuff. I suggest you at least train in monster number 1, even if you don't do anything else, because then you can hit level 1 monsters to help you get gear, to help you get the things to get gear, and just other resources, speeds, and things that you might need, and gold to level your farm. Gold is pretty much just for you to buy resources and to speed stuff up on a farm. You really don't have anything else other than maybe speeding up armor you make. I never train troops. Sometimes I do walls, like I said earlier, in an event, but I never train troops. You can. I don't suggest it because it's going to take away from your overall for your main account. Let's check this pack out real quick before we decide. It's changed a little, and sometimes they do this. I really think that if you just are patient and you wait it out, that pack will come up for the doubler, and it really is the best pack right now out on the game. So I'm going to take you here and I'm going to show you how to log out. You go here and you log out. When you log out, you can load the game back up. And then you could go here and you could just enter your email and load up another account. And you will be on your way to producing what you need for your farm and for your main account. I know that keeping up with multiple accounts could be difficult, but honestly, I truly feel like at least getting a farm to level 10. Then, as you can see, this farm I made a little bit ago, and it already has 1,000 gold pack on it, which I haven't even worked on this one. It's just been a little longer. So, as I said, if you just hold out, it will offer you a better pack. You just have to be patient, and you have to be willing to wait for those packs to come up. The multiple count, as I was just saying, it is tedious, but even level 10 is going to produce around 2 million in resources as long as you set it up right, especially if you get the doubler. That is plenty, and I mean it does that in a couple of hours. So you could have 4 or 5 million a day, and that will help you in the long run to get where you need to with your main account. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. If you want a video on something else, I do think I'm going to do a crafting video to kind of explain in detail what is the best route in crafting, what to save up for, what not to save up for, and all kinds of details on that to come. Thank you for watching.